Hi everyone and welcome to Positively Kimmie. I am Kimmie. If you are new here, welcome. This is a safe space. And if you're one of my returning subscribers and my besties, hi guys, how are you? I hope you're all having an amazing weekend. Welcome to Self-Care Sunday. This Sunday I decided I was going to color my hair. I put the color on prior to doing the video because I needed a mirror and I couldn't bring my ring light in the bathroom with me. It just doesn't work out that way. But I still have my makeup on. I was going to take my makeup off and do some skincare, but I don't want to. I like the way my makeup looked today, and I would really like to see how my hair is going to come out and how it's going to look with my makeup on. And I'm just reflecting today, and I was wondering if you would like to join me. So if that sounds good to you, please consider, if you haven't done so already, liking, commenting, subscribing, and doing all the things. I would greatly appreciate that. I'm trying to grow my channel, and I would like you to be a part of that with me. So please consider doing that. I've done affirmations on this channel before. I've shown you what I manifest, and I'd like to do some affirmations now because I write them down in my journal, and I haven't done them yet so far. But I always start off with I matter, because for a long time I didn't think that I did, and now I know differently, and I don't need validation from others. The only validation I need is from myself and my higher power. Those are the only validations that I need. I'm trying to get the lighting right on this. There we go. So I always start, like I said, with I matter. I choose to be happy because being happy is a choice. You get to make a choice every day when you wake up, whether or not you want to have a positive day or a negative day. And even if you're not feeling good, you might be tired, you might not have slept well the day before, you're going into a stressful job or work or something that isn't a positive experience for you. You can make your mindset positive so it doesn't weigh so heavily on you. It's really hard to go through life unhappy. It's so much easier to be happy with yourself, because when you're unhappy with yourself, with your surroundings, with your job, with your partner, whatever it may be, it just drags you down and it weighs a lot on you, and you can see the symptoms mentally, physically, spiritually. I mean, it just comes out in all sorts of ways. And I'd prefer to choose to be happy. Are things going to happen that upset me throughout the day, weeks, months, years? Of course. I'm human. It's part of the human experience. But there are also things that I don't want to dwell upon. And there are things that make me just happy and feel blessed to be in this life that I have, and be able to do YouTube and be able to spend time with my grandson. And I like to focus on that. And if you have things that you can focus on that are going to lift your spirit, make you feel better, that are going to nurture your soul, that's what you need to do. And for me, like I said, it's YouTube, it's my family, it's my grandson, it's my cat. I have so many things to be blessed for. It's my health. My health is not always good, but when I'm having a good day, I take advantage of it and I try and get as much done as possible, because you don't know how long that's going to last for. And you can have days, literally days or weeks or unfortunately months, if not longer than that, where you really don't feel well, and it's hard to get out of the bed, and it's hard to live your life and be positive about many things. But I promise you, if you look hard enough, and not even that hard, if you just woke up this morning, you are already ahead of somebody who didn't. My dad used to tell me all the time, every day above ground is a good day. And he is absolutely right. And even when I'm very sick And in the hospital, I bring with me my manifesting or my affirmations, and I write them down on a piece of cardboard if I know I'm going to have surgery and be in the hospital for a length of time, and I hang it up, and it says, I am healthy, I am strong, I am tough, and I am tougher than I believe I am. I believe in myself. I am grateful. I am so grateful. Even in pain on a daily basis, I'm grateful I can feel that. I'm grateful that one day they're going to have a cure for some of the things that I have, and I won't be in the pain daily that I'm in now. Fibromyalgia, CRPS, there's no cure for those two things, and they're very different and affect you differently. One affects your joints, which would be the CRPS. It's chronic regional pain syndrome, and my sister and I both have it, which is very rare. It's rare for people to get, never mind have it in the same family, so, and I loved my sissy, and I love sharing things with her, but this is something we did not want to share with one another. It's a very painful thing, and my arm, especially my right arm, will swell. My joints will start hurting, excuse me. My joints will start hurting, and it's usually on one side of my body, but it can end up anywhere. And the more surgeries you have, the more times you are stuck with needles, the more times you have trauma to a part of your body, the CRPS can travel. It doesn't mean it's going to stay in my arm for the rest of my life, unfortunately, which was bad enough, but it means that it could travel to other parts of my body, and it has started doing that. But I'm not going to let that get me down. Of course, there are days when you just can't. No matter what you do, you feel like you are alone and you're just not in a good headspace. And I want you to know that anytime that happens, counter it. Counter it with something positive. You have to. You have 5 minutes a day for your pity party. And after that, you have to pull up your big girl panties and get gangster and just... You need to just attack the day with whatever you can, whatever has to be done. If you don't do it, who else is going to? If I don't get up every day and brush my teeth, nobody's going to do that for me. If I don't get up every day and go to work, I won't have an income. If I don't, if I have little kids at home and I have to take care of them and I don't do that, well, then who's going to? Would be too small for me to, for them to take care of themselves. You have to do that. Single parents know exactly what I'm talking about, and even parents who have two incomes where they might work different shifts. You understand what I'm talking about. Life is hard. And you have to just meet it head on and say, you are not going to get the best of me today. Today I am going to fight. I'm going to be stronger than any pain. I'm going to be happy that I am above the ground. I'm going to be grateful for the things I have in my life, that I have a roof over my head, that I have lights on, that I have food in my refrigerator, that I have clothes to wear. I'm going to be grateful for those things instead of thinking of the things that I don't have, or the bill that's coming up that I don't know where I'm going to get the money from, and that's the way you need to live your life. I'm not telling you how to live your life, but for me, that's the way I need to live my life, because if I don't do it, it's not going to get done. And I have found through my spirituality, through my growth, through therapy, that everything always ends up working out the way it should. So when I do my manifesting, especially for my children, I write down things that I hope for them will come true. And I always say, everything will work out the way it's supposed to. And I believe that. If I am not meant to be here tomorrow, then I won't be. Everything is going to work out the way it's supposed to. If I am stressing over a bill that's coming up that I don't have the money for, everything's going to work out the way it's supposed to. Maybe I can call and get on a payment plan. Maybe they will work with me. Maybe some money is going to come to me somehow, or someone who owed me money is going to pay me back just when I need it. You know, it's, this lighting situation is not good. Okay, is that better? I don't think so. You know, so I want you to remember, life does get hard. People do struggle. Just what you see on the internet is not all real. Please believe that. There we go. Please believe that. Everybody always puts the snippets on Facebook and Instagram of the good times, you know, and unfortunately, they don't put, or fortunately, they don't put the bad stuff on there, because who's going to want to watch something like that? I mean, I'm sure there are people who like to watch a train wreck. I am not one of those people. I try to avoid doing stuff like that. It makes me very uncomfortable. But if you know people in real life and then you see what they post, 90% of the time, if not higher than that, they're just showing you a little snippet of their week, their month, their day, their year, and it's going to be something positive. It's going to be something good, and you have a tendency to look at that and be like, oh, wow, they're on vacation again. Oh, look at this. Their children get along with their new parent really well, or whatever. And you don't know that that's true. You don't ever know what goes on behind closed doors. And I want to tell you that not everything is peaches and cream. So I'm sorry, I had to stop the video. I got a phone call. But not every day is going to be peaches and cream for everybody. And it's not supposed to be, because if you were handed everything you wanted all at one time, you would not appreciate it when you get it. You know, so I think we have trials and tribulations in our life so that we do appreciate the things that we get when we do get them. So that's my little spiritual rant for now. I hope that helped or resonated with some of you, because I know what it's like to struggle. I know what it's like to have bad health issues. I know what it's like to have body dysmorphia, not think that I'm a good person, and I try not to do that anymore. So every affirmation that I have, I always write, I'm a good person, I am a good mom. You know, you don't always think you are, and I think anyone who thinks they're the best mom on the planet, you know, probably you're not doing the job that you think you're doing, because your kids are always going to throw a curveball at you. But if you think that, you know, you're a good mom and you do things coming from a place of love, then that's all they can ask of you, and that's all you can ask of yourself. If you help people, I just had a very, very dear friend of mine call me up the other day, and we were on the phone for over an hour, and she did not have to reach out, and she helped me with some things that I needed to learn on YouTube that I didn't know. And because of that, I was able to expand my knowledge. I was able to be helped by a loving, loving friend. And she also felt that it helped her. And helping people is awesome. I try and do one kind thing a day for someone, or say one kind thing a day to a stranger, because you never know what somebody's going through. And you might be either their breaking point if you're rude and obnoxious, or you could have just made their whole day, and something they're going to talk about. Oh, someone stopped me and said they liked my shirt today, and oh, that was so sweet. It made me feel good. You know, it doesn't take anything to be kind. It really doesn't. And I implore you to be kind to others, but also to be kind to yourself. Self-talk is the most destructive or the most positive thing you can do for yourself. You know, if you're going to sit there and say, oh, I am fat, I am lazy, I am a bad person, chances are you're not going to be as productive that day, and you're going to really believe that about yourself. But if you're like, I'm kind, and I am worthy, and I matter, and I'm valid, and my thoughts and feelings are valid, my emotions are valid, I deserve to be happy, I deserve good things in my life, then those are the things that are going to come to you. So I really want you this week, this month, whatever it is, tomorrow, just try to be nice to yourself. Try and give yourself the grace that you would give a stranger, because most of the times we're nicer to strangers than we are the people in our own lives and to ourselves. You know, I will be your biggest cheerleader, and for a long time, and I still struggle with being my biggest cheerleader. Thankfully, I have my sissy and other family members who do that for me, but you have to learn to do it for yourself. You have to learn that you deserve good things. You have to learn that it's okay to be happy for yourself, when you've done something good, and be proud of yourself. Those are awesome things. And it's not being cocky, it's being confident. It's not being cocky. It's, you don't necessarily need to brag about it. My sissy tells me all the time, the things that are going to get you to go to heaven are the things that you've told nobody about. If you help a friend, you don't need to go around bragging, oh, well, I helped so-and-so, and I helped her straighten her crown because it was a little crooked today. But what's going to get you there are the things that you've said to somebody that have helped them that nobody else needs to know about, because you don't need to tell everybody. You don't need to be boastful, is what I'm trying to say. But you can be proud, and you can be proud of yourself and your accomplishments as well. So that's my sermon for this Self-Care Sunday. I want you to take care of yourselves, especially your mental health. It's so important. It really is. And I'm trying to take care of mine. And I needed to meditate. I needed to say out loud that the things that I did, and I figured I would share that with you, and I hope it helps somebody. And I just wish you all the best, and I wish you blessings galore. And with that being said, be happy, be healthy, be blessed, but most of all, be positively you, because there's no one else quite like you, and that makes me so incredibly happy. You guys rock. Love you.